Hello and welcome to California Bountiful. I'm your host, Aubrey Aquino. Andy's Orchards is preserving a farm family's legacy with stone fruits like cherries and apricots right here in the Silicon Valley.
At the southern tip of the Silicon Valley is Morgan Hill, known for its Mediterranean climate and historically an area hub for farming.
We moved here in 1958 and we had a small farm in Cupertino. And traditionally, in the Santa Clara Valley where we're located, we grew apricots and prunes for drying. And those were commodity crops. These dry fruits were sold all over the world. And when we moved here, there was probably about 30 other family farms existing in the area, mostly growing these commodity crops. Eventually, most of them just went out of business and they sold out to development. Our family decided that we're going to stick it out, but we had to make changes. And so we started testing different varieties, and we started planting cherries, and then we started with peaches and nectarines and market plums, and we continued. So now we have one of the largest collections of all kinds of stone fruits in the whole state. When we first got here, it was only 2,000 people, now it's 44,000. So it is a bedroom community for Silicon Valley. And everywhere I look where there used to be farms, it's housing development. So to see this, many people are surprised. And oftentimes they'll say, we didn't even know you existed here. And they've been living here for several years. Well, we're kind of one of the best kept secrets locally, but then we are very well known as well.
Andy's Orchard is not only maintaining its ground, they're also cultivating fruits which are about as rare as the remaining family farms in the Santa Clara Valley.
Some of them are very unusual and rare, and because hardly anybody grows them or even wants to grow them, we have sometimes an exclusive market for these different varieties. We also use artisanal growing methods. What I mean by that is it's more of a hands-on, kind of an old-fashioned way of producing fruit. We're blessed with what we call the Goldilocks climate in California. It's not too hot and not too cold, and it allows the fruit to stay on the tree much longer than in more warmer climates. So it allows the fruit to get riper and become higher in quality. And so that's what makes us a little bit different than the other varieties. It'll be tart, but it'll have juice, it'll have some flavor. Now, that will only get better and better and better. You know, we may be biding our time, but in the meantime, we have a niche market, much better off than the farms that have gone by the wayside. There's economies of scale. There's small farms just growing commodity fruit, and we had to specialize, and so we're better off. We can hang in there as long as we can. However, Silicon Valley has its own economic forces, and sooner or later we may have to just give up, but we're doing our best to survive. These are survival strategies.
So far, the strategy is paying off, and fruit from this orchard is coveted by people from near and far.
I think I'm most proud of the fact that people, when they bite into our fruit, they say, I've never experienced anything this good. Secondly, is the fruit that we developed ourselves. We are also hybridists. It's like we're a small farm, but we have like our own R&D department, and we develop new varieties and we select them for flavor. And when people bite into those and they say, this is something unique, it's really special, and I've never tasted anything like this, it's quite satisfying.
Another factor in the farm's longevity are the dedicated people who keep it growing.
Yeah, we have a different mindset here. We have a resident population of employees that have been here for a long time. We have some that have worked for us for 40, 45 years, and they know the orchard as much as we do. They live here. They have a commitment to the farm. They don't have to be retaught every year because they've been here for so long, and they have a really great experience in the farming methods that I want to use for growing this special fruit.
And when asked which fruit is his favorite,
you see a lot of them in the market that are this color, and they call that fire engine red. I have a partiality to stone fruits. I mean, I love a good apricot, I love a good cherry, nectarines are great. They're all great. It kind of reinforces what I'm doing, because I like to eat the fruit that I grow.